Yeah, you know that whole plan I had for me, like set out on like Sunday? Yeah, I didn't follow any of it. So, like, oh, I should watch like streams in the background or like, like actually work on stuff and not just watch clips like all day. And I did that. That's exactly what I did. God dang it. Man, I mean, I guess that's the problem with addiction, man. It's very hard to get out of it. I mean, my mom almost died, and then that's how she finally got over her freaking soda pop coke ski uh addiction there. You know, it takes a bit. It can take a lot sometimes. And it wasn't even like that she was like, "Oh, I almost died from this. I probably shouldn't anymore." It's just that she went like a week without it because I think she was in the hospital for like a week. So she just went like a week without it, and yeah, had no urge to have it again. That's literally what happened. So yeah, addictions are hard to get rid of and overcome. And I think that's what clips do, is that they get you addicted. And yeah, I think the problem is just because like, oh, well, it's only like, it's only like a minute and I can watch this, and then you just keep going, like, and then next thing, oh, well, it's like 3 hours are gone. To be fair though, I think there was also a few like half-hour videos thrown in there, but yeah, I keep, man, I need to stop. This is what I need to do. Like, really, I really need to stop. Yeah, it says, and I haven't played music because like I don't know if I want to talk about political ads. Maybe I should just not do politics. I put that in the title. I'm just gonna change it now and just remove it, just in case. And it'll update back to what it was before, but I'm just gonna remove that from the title just in case. Because I really don't want to. Maybe I should just not look at politics. It's just making me upset. Yeah, it, it's unfortunate, really. And now the map's not loading. Why's the 538 one not loading? Did they just update it, maybe? That might be why. Yeah, it is funny looking at the Polymarket thing for the president, because like the president obviously like apparently like Elon uh went on there and was just like, hey, what these results are showing pretty neat. But literally how it works is I'm pretty sure it the percentages fluctuate on how much like it's like a ratio of who bets what. I'm pretty sure it's not like a actual probability thing. It's just like a ratio of who bets what. So then a bunch of just like right wing, people who were probably just locked in their mom's basement just went through a bunch of money at Trump winning. And even one said Trump will win a landslide. And I looked at him and I'm like, I don't understand how, but all right, sure. And yeah, that's how that happened. But yeah, the Senate like actually seems like for the most part accurate as to like what I would think an actual likelihood of each candidate winning is. Because yeah, I don't think those people care about the Senate. They just care about Trump, which is probably why he does so much better. He does so much better compared to like everybody else, and like he always like over polls or outperforms polls. Is because of that. But like, yeah, I feel like it's also just weird in like today's day and age, and I think it's just how partisan it is, just to be like, you know what, I'm a Sherrod Brown voter, but also a Trump supporter. It's like, what? How does that even make sense? The ideologies literally conflict with each other. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, when you just see like John Tester supporters rocking like a Trump 2024 thing, it's like, what? I'm very confused as to like had that kind of person exists, but all right. Because like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you vote for Trump and then like John Tester or like Sherrod Brown, stuff like that, like they literally conflict with what Trump wants to do. So you're literally just making it so nothing happens. Essentially, right? Like when you vote for that, and like if that's the result, they just counter each other. So it's like, okay, well then nothing's getting done then. And then I feel like people complain that nothing gets done. Well, I mean, there's other, it's because of, you know, they're both capitalist parties, but so that's why, like, you know, you actually aren't getting benefits. But yeah, because you see before they actually had to like at least try to make progressive stuff to appeal to people, but now they don't have to, since capitalism so far gone, you know, like we're so deep into it that they don't really have to even care. Like, I'm sure if this was like 10 years ago or something like that, like even Reagan like told Israel to pump the brakes, right? Like that's what that time was like. And like, I mean, Reagan definitely started the descent into where we are with capitalism now, but like even Reagan was like, hey buddy, pump the brakes. Like, and this is a Democrat with Israel policy. Like, dude, we're so done. I think what we just need is a reset. Like, obviously Trump winning would be terrible, right? Like, and the next like 4+ years will be absolutely miserable, like however long the Republicans gonna be in power. But like, that would give us like a reset, right? On America. And I really think that's what America needs at this point, is a reset. Because we're just a collapsing empire and we're just like slowly walking our way over there. And like, I'm not saying people should vote for Trump, but like, I'm saying if he does win, like, then, you know, maybe there can be a reset, and then at the other end of it, the future will be even brighter. Because that's the thing too, is like, I feel like the future is bright either way. I mean, in the immediate future, if Trump wins, it's going to be absolutely dark, you know? It's like pitch black, but, you know, I think if you look past it, then I think the future's bright. Like, what happens afterwards, not past it. Like, I'm not saying past it, like, oh, just overlook it. No, obviously not. I'm saying, like, if you look what happens after, you know, it collapses, right? I don't know what that would look like. I don't know if that would be a new constitution finally after was like 250 years almost. Like, we'd finally get a new constitution. Like, I think France has written like 6, haven't they? And they're still failing. Yeah. It sucks, man. I think this is one of the reasons why, like, I've been so demotivated to do other stuff, though, is because of politics. And it's just kind of like, well, you know. Because I think past Kamala, if we get past her, which I don't even know, she might be another 1 term. If she's exactly like Biden, she's going to be another 1 term, I'm pretty sure. Like, again, the only way that she could possibly win is if they pick Trump again as the nominee, which I don't think they will. I think they'll come to their senses and choose someone else. But yeah, I think Kamala's gonna be a 1-term president, unless also the Democrats choose someone else that will actually like offer change. Because yeah, if it's another like establishment Democrat, I don't see that changing. Or like a Democrat that doesn't change the messaging at all. Because I mean, that's what Kamala I feel like is doing, and that's why like it's so close. And also like why I feel like this is a race of both candidates trying to lose, you know? Because they're just doing all the wrong moves to win people. This might be one of the lowest voter turnouts. Well, it's weird because like I think it's gonna be a high voter turnout because it's like Trump, but I think it's gonna be similar to 2016 probably as far as voter turnout. Like, let me look at U.S. elections by voter turnout. Let's go to old Wikipedia. Does this have the percent? Okay, cool. 2016 was 54%. Yeah, Obama did well in 2008, and that had a higher percentage of voter turnout. Yeah, it's almost like progressive movements like do better when that happens. You know? Like, dude, there's like 80 million people that don't vote. Like 2020, there was 80 million people that didn't vote. Like, that's crazy. You know? Like, if you did progressive policies, I'm sure like the vote count would honestly hit like 70%. It's why like that's why also I'm like, oh, you could probably win by 5, you know, in like Michigan and stuff like that. It wouldn't even be a debate. Kind of like what I was talking about 2 streams ago, I think. Yeah, 2 streams ago. It's more of like because there'd be more people out to vote, and like they will tend to vote left, or you know. It's why also like the Arizona having abortion's a big deal for the election. Ohio having the gerrymandering thing alongside with like Sherrod Brown and his close race. Like, and it's not really a referendum, but like North Carolina's like straight up fascist governor who is now failing miserably. Like, yeah, all of those are gonna make people vote more, and that's why like Democrats are gonna benefit from it, because those people are going to likely vote left. Yeah. And I think right-wingers don't want 16-year-olds to vote because I'll just benefit left-wingers more. And like I think they'll do the, oh, they don't know anything, or like, you know, they're not old enough to like see the world and stuff, and it's like, yeah, no, I think you just don't want young people to vote because then you would have no power. That's really what it is. Or like you make up these like ideas in your head, but like in reality that's what it is. You know? Yeah. Even the 2 Reagan elections like weren't that high a voter turnout. Yeah, Republicans just benefit. That's why they always do better in the midterms too. It's not like they win more like Democrat voters, right? Or like more undecided into like the undecided base in the middle goes more Republican. No, it's just people don't show up. And the people who tend to not show up are more likely to vote Democrat. So that's why Republicans typically do better in midterms. I think that's probably going to change if how we saw with 2022. I think this upcoming generation, like my generation, is going to be a lot more politically active. So I think the midterm boost that Republicans typically get, I think it's probably going to be similar to how it was 2022, where it's like a slight increase, but it's not going to be like insane or anything. Like how it typically is. Like before, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure 2018 was a big year, but that was also because Trump was in power. So I think a lot of the people who were like, who didn't vote for Hillary or Trump and came out, right, and voted their Democrat, so Trump couldn't pass stuff. I'm sure that's what happened, right? And why Democrats won so massively. Oh, in the Senate, actually, they did. Oh, yeah, they did bad in the Senate, I think. Yeah, they lost Florida. Yeah, I think they actually lost a few seats in the Senate. But I think they also were projected to lose in the Senate as well. So, like, I don't know. if Colin Elrod can win, that'd be massive. I do think though, like, because actually going back to my whole like, I feel like both parties are trying to lose. The Georgia Supreme Court is literally banning abortion again. Like literally 30 days before the election. Like, what are you doing? If you're a Republican and want that to pass, what are you doing? You could have at least waited a month for that to happen, you know? Why are you doing this like literally a month before the election? I mean, there are people who are doing early voting, but like, even then, like that's not great because the initial outrage is often the strongest. So like, I feel like that's when people are gonna be like, that's it. Like undecided people would have been like, that's it, I'm voting like for like Kamala now, right? It's like, that was just a stupid move altogether. You know? All things good, that was just stupid. And Texas did the same thing with abortion too, and it's like, you have a close Senate race, what are you doing? I mean, I get both of those, like Texas and Georgia are also trying to do election shenanigans, but like, still, what are we doing? I also don't know what happened to the 538 projection on this, but it's just not loading anymore. It's just blank. Like, I can't even get a timeline. I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird because it literally worked, like, I think right before the stream I refreshed it and it worked. I don't know what's going on with that. I just wish I had the motivation to do stuff, man. I just think it's a bunch of different factors. You know what? I'm not motivated to do something, but I am motivated to figure out why I'm not motivated to do stuff, you know? If you get what I'm saying. Because I think a lot of people feel that way. Why people feel motivated. I want like a study. Not WikiHow, but like not BetterHelp. Actually, this is a doctor, so I'm pretty sure. Does it have what they did? Like at the bottom, are they one of these? Okay, they are. Psychologist, okay, yeah. So let's look at this article. So I'm not trusting BetterHelp, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Or you push yourself more elusive, your attention focus, enthusiasm, practice. You know what? Let's do this together as a stream. You know. You know what? Let me see if there's an ad playing. There's not an ad playing. We're good. I should probably listen to these just so like if there's an ad, I can stop it immediately. Especially with the stupid freaking anti-Cher Brown ads, because I didn't see that those were popping up. Like, it is bugging me to like play those, but then my brain like, no, I'll just make like content and like debunking them afterwards, so then I don't like say like I'm not interested in them, right? So then I just like, well, shoot. And I freaking bait myself into still having to watch them. It's like, god dang it, dude. I'm definitely going to make a TikTok of it, and it's got to be when I like in the moment when I finally like I get one of those ads and then I start debunking it. It's one of those things. I mean, I do nothing at school. Like, I probably could just look into it, like, on my Chromebook. Like, I just hit random on, like, Jetpunk on a bunch of quizzes, and I'm just getting a bunch of repeats at this point, so I could probably just do stuff like that and then have the knowledge then, so then I could just record it. Once I get home or something like that, make a TikTok out of it. That would probably be wise to do. I'll probably forget, though. Human energy crisis on the rise. 7 out of 10 people are currently struggling. I just don't do anything is the problem. Like, it's not even like necessarily like these. Okay, well maybe like this a little bit, like this final one. And like maybe the second one, but like I don't make goals and I don't like I don't do anything. It sucks. Would never feel feeling physically exhausted, mentally strained, increasingly isolated and disconnected. Oh yeah, didn't Game Theory make a video on it of like we're like lonely? And I think they pointed to like media, like from a media perspective. I think they did, right? A recent report revealed that overall well-being is at an all-time low. Drop in relationships, connectedness with others. Gen Z and millennials are the impacted the most. Doing too much instead of not enough. More thin to them. 72 gigabytes of data per day. 500 years ago, it would have been 1 gig for an educated person in their lifetime. $16 movies per day. So I assume that's because of screens, right? It probably goes into that, but like I would assume it's probably that. Going there for a stroll with no earbuds? That sucks, because like my thing is like I do better with music. Music's actually what makes stuff bearable for me. Like I hate doing it otherwise, like, but if I have music playing, then like it's actually more bearable. Maybe it's different for every person, but like, and I think this is just their experience too. This is their hypothesis. So like, also that's definitely a 0 instead of a O. But yeah, I do much better with music. Oh yeah, there's also so many options. Here's the thing. It's weird though, because like I'm very set on like doing this as a career. Well, I guess that's not entirely true, because I think one of the reasons I haven't really gone all in on the voice acting, like singing, was like because I also wanted to enter career politics. So I think that's why I didn't go all out, right? Because even in my mind, I'm like, yeah, if I didn't have to worry about politics, I would actually go all out with like the entertainment stuff. But it's because of that also that like I haven't gone all out, and I think that thing's kind of related what it's saying. I wish these articles were in dark mode. Overthinking not a bad thing. Yeah, I overthink a lot. Yeah, I overthink in this way. Not the positive problem solving one. It's a problem. Yeah. Analysis paralysis. They're just saying how it works, I think. Study thus underscore the detrimental effects of choice overload. And yeah, that is something that happens a lot too, and like also with even like YouTube or like TikTok, because you can like choose the video. I mean, I think with TikTok people scroll, But like with like YouTube, you can just like choose what video you want to do and then go on to the next one, right? And then sometimes there's so many of them. And then you're like, oh, well, I want to watch all of these. And yeah, then it becomes an issue. Also leads to indecision. Yeah, I think that's probably also what happens. It might honestly be that also with the YouTube videos, it's actually like also like a byproduct make me not want to do this stuff, right? Because like I can do, or maybe just even having the two things in my head that I want to learn voice acting or singing, right? That could also be like indecisive for me, because it's just like, well, which one do I do first? And then like I don't go further than that, right? Like my brain just thinks of that, or like it tries to find one thing that's like wrong with it, and then like, or just like in general, and then just moves on. Is that stream start? That sure is. Humans tend to be geared for risk aversion. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is also with me too is like I can see the upsides with voice acting, right? Especially in this field. I can't see like the upsides with singing right now. But like the thing is like there's probably upsides to singing in the future, right? If I want to do like those like parody songs, like that'd be great, you know? To like have a really good singing voice on top of that. And then like also learning like Audacity, how that works, even if it's like a free thing, like then I can maybe transfer that into like other like DAWs or something like that if I have the money. You know, like I probably should be thinking more that way. And like I think I do, like I get in that mindset, but it sucks because I think it's only like school I get in that mindset, and then once like I'm actually home I don't, which is when I don't do it. It's why like I wish I had a laptop, like a personal one, so I could have just like edited stuff at school, because like that's when I actually want to do them. And I think it's probably just because I don't want to be at school, like I'd rather be doing that, but like it's so frustrating when like I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to do this, but it's at freaking school when I actually have the motivation to do it, and it's like, well, great, you know? Because like also with study halls, it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on my singing voice or my voice acting, you know? Like that's, or like impressions, like that's not gonna be the easiest thing in the world to do. All of a sudden you just break out to try and do like impressions, or like just start doing singing techniques, like they're not gonna let that fly. It was like, wow, great. Actually experience negative emotional and physical cascades. Your body will physically experience a stress response to anxiety, and after dopamine for positive thoughts. Yeah, I think I've had that too. Yeah, because I get stressed out really. Like even like if it's like something I know I'm not gonna do, right? But like it just happened in my mind, right? I just get super stressed out like instantly, and like my heart starts beating. Like I was actually about to do it, or like going to do it, right? Like, and then my brain has to be like, no, you're not doing that. Like that was just a thought, you know? Like my brain has to snap out of it. Like it's really weird, because yeah, I've had that, like just that idea of like, because I think often it's been associated with like being on stage or something like that, and just like doing stuff, or just doing stuff I thought would be neat, and then like yeah, I just hit with the stress like I'm about to do it, and it's like no, like that's a thought, you know, it's not real, at least like not yet. Like maybe I can make it real, but yeah. Neurotic much? Trying to impact social surroundings on the ambition and drive. Hear the energy and action of others to tap into their conscientious side. Maybe I have that, because if that's... Is neurotic just like... Is that socio-neurodivergence? Because like... I'm probably gonna get a real Google definition here. Yeah, having to neurosis. Mental condition caused by organic disease, involving symptoms of stress, depression, anxiety, obsessive behavior, hypochondria, non-radical loss of touch with reality, excessive and irrational anxiety or obsession. I don't... Was that part of it? I don't... Mental disorders caused by past anxiety. I just don't see, like, with that one how that fits, because, like, it doesn't seem like that's what it's referring to. But yeah, maybe if I do neuroticism. Personality trait describes a person's tendency to experience negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, anger, and guilt. One of the 5 major personality traits, along with openness, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and extroversion. I don't know if I... Well, actually, yeah, I do get angry at games pretty easily. Yeah, that does happen. I rage at games super easily, so that might be part of it. The thing is that, like, I don't get mad often, I think, other than that, though. And, I don't know, I think I keep it bottled up, actually. I think I still do get mad a decent amount. Yeah, I might be neurotic. Like, I assume it's... Being neurotic doesn't necessarily mean there's not something wrong with you. You can try mindfulness to help cope with negative emotions. I think I am probably neurotic. There's also if it's like from past anxieties too. I don't know if those are associated, but yeah, okay, I think it is. If it's from... Oh, neurosis is different. Okay. So they just experience negative emotions, I think, more often is what it's saying. Found it. But yeah, I do have anger a decent amount. I don't think I have anger issues. I just get angry, I think, more than like above average level. Yeah. I mean, I think I also just need to talk to people more. Because, yeah, there have been, like... That's probably also why I'm not that super productive over the summer, too, is because, like, I'm just by myself the whole time, right? The only person I talk to is my mom. The entire summer, right? I don't have anybody I talk to. So... That probably doesn't help either. It's just so hard to make friends, man. It's so hard. Because my thing also is, like, if I get, like, one kind of, like, weird vibe, then, like, I really don't want to talk to him. And, like, that's another issue. Like, a vibe I don't like. And it sucks. Yeah, also instant gratification. I have noticed that. Because, like, I only want to do something for, like, a little bit and then stop. Once it gets like a little too hard, then I stop doing it. Which I think that's also the school system, to be fair, that has us do that. Even though they like always talk about, oh, growth mindset and all that, they don't teach in a way that gives us that. They don't. They teach in a way that gives you a fixed mindset. It's stupid. Like, I think the message of an open mindset, like, or a growth mindset, is like good. They just, how school is taught does not teach a growth mindset. It teaches a fixed one. And I think most of it is because of grades. It's because of grades, and I think also like we're just given facts. We aren't like given like the chance to like think about it and like solve it ourselves. Because like I feel like grades like right on paper make sense, but then in like theory, whenever you're just like, you know, like all this like, oh, failure like isn't a bad thing or stuff like that, and then they'd literally get punished for failing, and it's just like, okay, well, I'm getting some conflicting messages here. You know, like, that's my main reason why I want grades to be gone. It's just because like we're always taught constantly, and even like I think I've had like assembly, like 3 or 4 assemblies of being like, oh, failure's like it's good, like, you know, like it's okay to fail, and then like grades literally teach you the opposite. Because then you fail and you gotta stay in that grade level. It's like you get punished for it, and you just get taught the complete opposite and wrong thing. Like, it's so stupid. Like, why, man? Like, I'm taking discrete math, and like I feel like how it's being taught is like the best, where like you figure out the thing on your own, or like talk with people amongst you, right? To like come to the conclusion. But like, I don't know, like everything else is just the wrong way to teach, in all honesty. So I'm just like, well, great, that sucks, you know. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, I have noticed, because like I think the only reason I kept going with Tekken is just like because I actually am still doing well. I think though if I hit that wall, then like I'm just gonna be like, well, this is stupid, and I'm just gonna be done with the game, you know. I think the only reason I kept with Tekken is because I was still doing decent. Like, I would have a few bad days, right? But like overall I was still doing like all right, even though it took me forever to get at least in the Mighty Roller, but whatever. I think with that one I was just being very unsafe of a Elisa. And I think I still am, probably, because I still lose a lot. Elisa. Well, I also just mash a bunch. Like, I just mash Power Crush. And so like if they're expecting that, then like I just get demolished. You know? Like, so there's also that. But yeah, I think how polarized also our country is, because I think Game Theory also touched up on that, like MatPat did in that video, like also how like we're not really patriotic, like we don't think our country's doing well, we're going the wrong way, right? But also like how polarized we all are, you know, and so like we're at each other's throats, and like that's another reason. So I think me actually like listening to politics and like looking into it is not helping. It's good to be informed, but like also like I feel like I'm probably doing an unhealthy amount, especially for my mental state right now. Yeah. And it just kind of sucks, man. As far as there's not a Psychology Today article about that, you know, because I feel like usually there would be stuff like that. I am also stressed out a lot too, yeah. And that's a part of it as well. Mm. Yeah, mental health. Just want to do stuff, man. But like, it's so hard for my brain to be able to do that. It's just always going, eh. Stress, not enough sleep, poor diet, other lifestyle stuff. Just the fact that you and I won't do anything that's difficult that we don't have to do. Yeah. We're always delay doing what we don't believe we need to do. By how traumatic and stressful it is, like yes, it works. You get the thing done to a high enough quality that you can keep making it. You don't like motivation, you like good reasons. I feel like the problem is though, even when I have the good reason, right? Like, it's still a little. I mean, I think because he has like 3 points here, so I think it's like all together, you know. But declaring your highest priority is choose a single activity that you can do every day that will bring you the most benefit. Site friendly. You have to just have it for a set period of time. Yeah, because that was what I was thinking too with like the singing voice acting thing, was just like keeping track of my progress or something like that. Like doing it once a day, tracking my progress that was going on, because like I think that also could work. But I think also my brain works too. It's really hard to start something, not necessarily continue it. Well, it is easy to fall out of it, and then like I have to do the startup process, which is hard again. But like that is the main thing for me. Is like it's really hard to initiate stuff. It's the same with conversations too, like in social situations. The exact same. Like I think usually when I'm in the conversation, like it's not bad, but like obviously starting it, like I'm not great. Like I can't do it. So yeah, that's my thing. Like I just need to start doing this stuff. Like I need to just sit down and say screw it and just do it, right? And I think actually the problem is my priority is watching the videos. It's not like doing this stuff. My priority is watching those YouTube videos. I think that's what it is. Like again, it's not that I'm like lazy or like unmotivated. It's just that's my priority. Is it a good priority? Probably not. But it's my priority. And my brain has decided that's my top priority. So yeah, I need to change that. That would be a good idea to do that. Yeah, I think then I'll just see like I'm just gonna look up like singing tutorial and just see if there's just like stuff on YouTube. Yeah, there is. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah, all this stuff is like free too. And then like I'm sure there's one for like voice acting or like impressions. You know. Yeah, voice acting for beginners. Yep. Yep. Like there's all this stuff. The only thing is like I don't know where to go from there. Right? Like I think that's what courses have like the benefit of. Oh, I think this one actually is just what's this? Oh yeah, this one might be good. But like yeah, with some of them like and why the courses I think are a lot better. Is like it's obviously more constructed, and I think that's why like classrooms can sometimes be better. It's just like yeah, you can transfer that, or like you can flow into it pretty easily. You know what you're going to next, right? If I just do like the beginning thing and then like don't know where to go, like I guess there's a difference there. It's like right, if you want to know like beginner to like going into all the way to advanced, you know, like a class course would be better for that. But like maybe if you just want the beginner stuff, and then you want to like just see like oh like certain impressions and all like how to do that, right? And then maybe also like self-teaching. But yeah, I think I should just like look at these again though. I don't know how I'm going to like, I guess you just do it, right? You just do it and eventually you'd get better at it. That's what having my singing voice, like it's a little bit better. It's basically at the point where like I won't like sing a note that's too high or too low or something like that. It's typically too high. Actually, because I don't know if I found my low yet, but I've definitely found my high. I listen to mostly songs by female singers. It's very hard to be like, oh yeah, my low voice, here it comes. Yeah, I could do that. I was thinking about like singing like a song or two, something like that every day. Just to like kind of see like a progress thing, you know, or like, because I also could learn something from the songs too. On how they were doing things. Because I think I was doing that a little bit. And then like I stopped singing the songs, so I think I've kind of lost some of that, so I need to kind of start over again. But yeah, there is obviously stuff like this already out there. Probably gonna end at 8:30 just because I want to ride the exercise bike for me, and then also I gotta use the bathroom. So I'll probably end like 10 minutes from now, and also like we're not doing anything, you know. Like yeah, maybe I just go back to normal streaming. I'm sure I've missed it a lot, right? Just like how it was before, just playing games, you know, not worrying about anything that was going on. Like I'm sure I have a bunch of extra stress and stuff just because I'm watching this stuff so closely, right? Like that's the issue. I mean, yeah, it was great when like Biden stepped down and like Walls was like picked and everything too. But like it's very clear that like that's something like that's not gonna happen again. You know? At least it's very unlikely. Throughout the rest of this election cycle, so. Yeah. Like, thing is, like, on my following page, I have mostly VTubers, you know? It's just, I also have politicians, so they're like, hey, look at this atrocity. It's like, oh, great. I mean, it is funny, like, you know, looking at it, or, like, thinking about it, like, it is funny, just seeing the contrast, but there are sometimes where, like, man, I just don't want to see it. Right there. Oh yeah, we're getting freaking Republican in the cabinet again. And like people are saying like, oh no, we're gonna go more left, guys. Just trust me. You know, if we vote Democrat, we're gonna go more left. A freaking Republican in the cabinet. Jesus, dude. Good lord. I think she also already has like 2 BlackRock people there. Like, and freaking everybody hates BlackRock, so I don't know what she thinks she's gonna get out of that. Well, screwing people over is probably what it is, but yeah. Like, if people are talking about like compromise and all that, like, my mom keeps trying to give her benefit of the doubt, and it's just like, at this point, it's just like, I can't, dude. I just can't, because I feel like their motives have really just been like shown and just put out there. Especially with the fact that like they're trying to reach other voter bases, and people are like, oh, what a great strategy, even though, and I think I literally talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but like there's some young people and some Arabs, man, that all they would need to hear is just like, hey, I'm gonna stop giving weapons to commit genocide or like be complicit in a genocide, you know, and that's all they need to hear, you know, block the weapons, and they would vote for you. And then this wouldn't even be a debate on who's winning. But, you know, they don't care. They want to still make that money. And so they want to watch people die. And it's very clear. That's why I probably won't talk to my mom about this. Like the rest of the election cycle. Because I don't think my mom will like what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm probably just gonna keep my mouth shut about it. I might bring up like Senate races, but I think as far as the presidential one, I'm basically done. Unless again she like does a 180, then I might talk about it more. But other than that, yeah, no. Yeah, I think that is probably a big thing that's keeping me from work on this stuff. Even like video editing, probably a little bit as well. Even though I hate video editing. I think that one though, that was just me being dumb back when I first was like, I even before I started streaming actually, because I did do stuff on YouTube before. So yeah, I think it was during that time because I made it so like I would have a video every Wednesday and Saturday or Sunday. And so like I would edit them in between, right? And yeah, just I think I burnt myself out doing it. And I don't think I've fully recovered from being burnt out, and I don't know if I ever will. Unless someone does like the boring stuff and gets that out of the way first, and then I can do the more fun stuff. But yeah, other than that, like, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. That was 40 out of 100 chance for Trump to get 350 electoral votes. How? Like, actually, how though? Actually, how? Right, so if he won all the swing states, yeah, he'd have 312. Minnesota, Virginia would be 335. Wouldn't the next one be Illinois? Or no, the next one they win would be like New Mexico, probably, right? And then like Colorado? That's insane. Hang on. So apparently in 40 out of 100 of those simulations, they predict this. Actually, I think this would go before, but I mean, for 350 plus, it would need this anyway. So that's what 40 out of 100 of the simulations predict, like something like that. That's crazy. That is insane. And I don't think we're getting anything like that. So yeah, that's just a little bonkers. Am I forgetting to move one back? I feel like I am. I mean, there's that, but I definitely am. Which one am I missing? I forgot to flip something back. I don't remember what it was. Even looking at this. I mean, you don't need to really see it, but why am I still at 266 here? That's not what the total should be at. I definitely flipped one and don't remember which one it was. I think even for Polymarket this isn't the accurate number. Yeah, it isn't. What was I missing? Oh, was it Minnesota? It was Minnesota, I think. That's what it was. Yeah, I flipped that. I think the most likely total is going to be 276, 262. I think that's going to be the most likely. Maybe wins North Carolina, which is like crazy. That one's like the closest out of like all the swing states. Because that was the one Biden didn't win. So if that's the one like Kamala wins, right? Like that'd be kind of crazy, but it seems like it's very possible. Governor's doing very bad. That might dissuade some people, you know? It's possible. Yeah, I'd say 30 though. I think I definitely do like the impressions, like voice acting thing. Like once a day for sure. Oh, there's literally a YouTube channel, Voice Acting 101.
Today you're gonna learn 9
Huh. I would. Oh, this is like the whole career, it seems. Yeah, it seems like for like the whole career. It's crazy. It's a free voice acting course that's an hour and 48 minutes long. Get out of here with your ads. I just want to see like God, that's so many exercises. Like the thing is, like I just want like to be able to do like impressions really well. I feel like just off the rip. I don't want to do like have to do a bunch of it like vocal exercises, right? Because like I don't want to go crazy with it. I don't think. I just want to be able to do like funny voices if I want to, right? That's really what I'd want to do. I feel like Elizabeth probably, well, I guess if it's like it is vocal exercises, right? Like it's the same with like any muscle, right? I'm sure. You train your vocal range like permanently. You can't extend your range. Yeah, I think the exercises are actually more for I don't remember what I was saying. Wait, I think they're more for like permanent increases. That's probably what it is. I mean, I'm sure there's still like, you know, you do the like raspberry with your lips and like do it in the short term, but I'm sure there's like a bunch of stuff like they do in between. It's the same with like any workout, you know. That would just be a part of your workout is to do that. I just would have to work on it at home because there's no way I'm doing it at school. I'd probably look at like the singing for beginners thing though, just see what people recommend and then go from there. Like, I would say. I can't stand the artificially. Sing higher than E5 is not something most male singers do often. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too, is like it shouldn't go crazy with the thing. And I think what kind of screws me over with learning singing is, again, I listen to female vocalists, so like I want to sing exactly like them, but it's like, that's not gonna work there, buddy. That's not how that's gonna work. Oh yeah. I would have to figure that out as well. Yeah. I also probably just sitting there for a while not saying anything. I'm sorry. This is why I play music in the background, just so it's not like complete silence. Yeah, I think that'll be it for the stream. I still don't know what's going on with the 558 projection. It's super weird. I think I even like X'd out the site and opened back up. Yeah, it still doesn't work. It's weird. I'm sure that's like a reset computer thing. Because it worked before. Like, I don't know. Oh god. Yeah, I'll get out of here. There's the stuff. I am probably gonna have to do the outro the same way I do normally. If I actually have people watch me. I think I've said that before many times, but it is true. That's like the one upside I have to people not watch me, is like I can just do that and it work. If I actually start getting a following, I probably can't do that. I don't know, I think even by like 10 people watching me, I could probably still do it. Right. And the thing is also, the schedule thing, I'm pretty sure is literally in the description of the VOD, so if they're watching the VOD, like, it's literally right there. Just click on the description, or like scroll down a bit. And I'm pretty sure it says the exact same things. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do then, but maybe, hopefully it's something fun. Yeah. So, hopefully, see you then. Goodbye.